Everybody. This is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to our morning sales boost. We're wrapping up our month of Napoleon Hill training, and we're going to be starting a new series next month. It's going to be a sales mastery series. We're going to do a 15-minute lesson on selling to make more sales, make more money. So that's going to be fantastic. That'll start on Wednesday. And one of the things I've been talking about lately, and I'm going to talk about it again today, and you're going to hear about this a lot. I'm going to keep bringing it up because it's relevant every day. And that is to identify your top 2 priorities for the day. I'd like you to write down or type on the computer your top 2 priorities for the day. And if any of you want to text them to me or email them or send them to me over social media as a DM, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, feel free to do that to get you in the mindset of what really matters today. You know, not all ideas are created equal. Not all to-do items are created equal. And one of the things that Harry Max, who's one of the top experts in the world on prioritizing, he says, prioritizing, prioritizing. And this simple habit done repeatedly between now and the end of the year can be one of the most important things that you could do. And it costs nothing. And it only takes a small amount of time to think about today. What is the top 2 priorities for the day? And I'm going to keep reminding you of this simple idea because it's powerful and it will help you. And sometimes the ideas to take us to the next level are very simple ideas. So our topic today is action. And I am a master of action. I'm not saying that as a brag. I'm not saying that as an ego thing. I'm saying it as a conscious creation. So we unconsciously create things all the time. We're saying things like, for example, if we were doing a writing exercise, and I said, all right, I want you to take 5 minutes right now, and I want you to write down how the rest of your day is going to go. You would not write down, I'm going to go on the sales call and they're not going to buy from me. You wouldn't write down, I'm going to ask for referrals and nobody's going to give them. You wouldn't write down, I'm going to get into an argument with my spouse. And you might get into an argument with your spouse, or you might not close the sale. But when we're creating, we're going to create from optimism. If you're consciously creating, if you're unconsciously creating, then all bets are off. So if you were to consciously create the rest of your day, you might write things down like, I'm going to play at a level 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, or I'm going to play at a 7 or more on a scale of 1 to 10. You wouldn't write down, today I declare I'm going to play at a 3. But many people all over the world today will play at a 3. They will unconsciously create playing at a 3. They'll declare things like, I'm going through the motions. I'm just not motivated. And that will create their expectation for the day. So I want you to start noticing, what are you unconsciously creating around action? Many people declare they're a procrastinator. That's not in alignment with what you want to create. So the word for today is alignment. You want to align your thoughts. You want to align your actions. You want to align your habits. You want to align your language with what you want to create. So when it comes to action, I would advise you not to speak, I am inconsistent. Now you might say, but Eric, I am. That's a true reflection of who I am. All right. Well, who's in charge of your thoughts? That would be you. And who's the only person that can change your thoughts? And again, that would be you. So you can declare, I'm inconsistent. You can declare, I'm a procrastinator. You can declare, I know I need to go to bed earlier, but I don't do it. You can declare that I know I need to go to the gym, but I don't do it. Or you can powerfully declare, I'm becoming more consistent. I'm increasing the amount of action that I'm going to take. Instead of saying, I'm unmotivated, say, I'm seeking out things that will motivate me. Create a possibility of finding things that will motivate you. Action is the key ingredient to all success and all achievement. Take action today towards your goals and dreams. Action is a skill set. So when somebody says, I am a procrastinator, they're not thinking in terms of, oh, it's a skill set and I can improve in it. I had a coaching call this morning and I was talking with the client about lead generation and closing. And these are areas that they were not getting the results that they wanted to. And so I said, instead of declaring, I don't have enough leads, instead of declaring, I don't ask for the order, I said, why don't you declare something like this? I'm finding the leads. I'm improving my lead generation skill set. I'm studying closing so I can powerfully ask for the order. It's a very different reality. And the only person that can create a different reality is yourself. And today is Clean Slate Monday. Today is a great day to make change. I was speaking about change the other day in the context of, you can say change is hard. I don't like change. Change is uncomfortable. But the problem is, if you're not getting the results that you want, you must change. So start saying, I can do it. I can change. I will change. I will change to increase my results. Start embracing language that supports the change that you're seeking. I can change. I can do it. I will do it. Study action. Action is a skill set. Small wins creates confidence. And I learned that when I was in a dark time in my life and things were, I was really struggling. And I got a small win. I got a job at this point. I didn't have a job at this point. And I got a job. It was a crappy job. It's one of the worst jobs I ever had. It was a job waiting tables at Harris Coffee Shop, a casino in Reno, Nevada. And the reason it was a crappy job, it was a graveyard shift. That's what they were hiring for. And I don't know if you've ever worked graveyard before, but it's a tough shift. At least it was tough for me. You know, you're used to going to bed when it gets dark, you go to bed. And so I had to sleep during the day, and it's not always easy when it's bright out. And anyway, it was a crappy job. But when I got the job, I got a surge of energy because it was a small win. I literally felt a shift, an energetic shift in my body. And I was like, oh, small wins creates confidence. I was in a dark place in my mind, and I went into this interview and they hired me, and I had a surge of energy, and I experienced what it felt like in my body to get a small win. You can become good at taking action. You can become great at taking action. You can become a master of action. It is within the realm of possibility. Now, I used to go to community college. Some of you know my story. I went to community college for 5 years, and I still do not have the AA degree, the 2-year degree. So I was the opposite of massive action. I was inconsistent. I didn't turn in my homework. I didn't show up for class. I would drop out of classes. In some cases, I would fail classes. If you knew me back then and you know me now, you like, how in the world did that happen? I consciously created a different reality. I chose to become consistent. It's one of the things that people will say to me. They'll say, Eric, you are so consistent, but I didn't used to be that way. We have the ability to change. We're about to start a second half of the year. We got a new month and a new quarter coming up on Wednesday. And this can be your quarter. Wayne, can you drop in the chat Wednesday's class? Wednesday, July 1st, I'm doing a 3-hour class on how to make the second half your best second half ever. It's free. And the reason I'm doing a 3-hour class on Wednesday is for some of you, it'll be a slow day, right? Just because it's kind of a wonky week in terms of a lot of people are on vacation this week, and it's not a typical business week with the 4th of July holiday. A lot of people will be taking time off. And I thought, Wednesday would be a good day for some of you to spend 3 hours with me and let me pour into you. So that's going to be happening on Wednesday. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. This is a link to a YouTube video. It's an interview with my mentor, Donald Moyne. So Donald Moyne, in my view, is the world's brightest sales mind. And that's an interview that I did with him. I'm going to pop this, I think, on the social media as well. I think those of you on social media, the link just popped in the chat there as well. And if you're watching the replay of this or you're unable to get it in the chat, feel free to reach out to me directly and ask me for the Donald Moyne interview. And you can have an experience with Dr. Moyne, my mentor, through this YouTube video. And there's just incredible knowledge inside of that YouTube video. So today, I invite you to take today through the finish line with a great attitude, with great energy. I invite you to identify your top 2 priorities of the day today and to concentrate on those top 2. I invite you to play on a scale of 1 to 10 at a 7, 8, 9, or 10 with a great attitude, with enthusiasm. Thank you for being a part of the community. Thank you for showing up today. Let's all go out and have a fantastic Monday. Dr. Renee, thanks for joining. Helene, thanks for the emoji. Marty, great to have you. Allison, thanks for joining. Ashley, thank you for being here. Bob, thanks for joining. Lots of emojis coming in. Thank you guys for the emojis. Carl, great to have you, Carl. Kathy, thanks for joining. Chris, thanks for joining today. Dave, great to have you in class. Deborah, great to see you. Diane, thank you for joining today. Diana, thanks for being here. Doug, great to see you. Dr. Brian, thanks for tuning in today. Eric, great to have you. Elizabeth, great to see you. Frank, great to have you in class today. Greg, thanks for joining. Helene, thanks for being here. iPhone, thanks for being here. Jacques, thanks for joining today. Great to have you in class today. Janine, great to see you. Enjoyed our call yesterday or 2 days ago. Jeffrey, thank you for joining today. Jim, great to have you in class. Jody, thanks for joining. Karen, great to see you. Kathy, thanks for joining. Keith, thank you for all your comments on our social media. Kim, we're going to have a great second half of the year. Thanks for joining. Kimberly, thank you for sending your top 2 outcomes this morning. That was inspiring to me when you sent that. Lisa, thanks for joining today. Lynn, great to have you. Marcus, thanks for joining. Marie, great to have you. Marty, great to see you. Michael, great to have you in class today. Michelle, great to see you, Michelle. So enjoyed our conversation the other day. Creativity is your superpower, Michelle. Neil, great to see you. Pam, great to see you. I enjoyed our call the other day. Patricia, thanks for tuning in today. Renate, great to connect with you. Riki, thanks for joining. Roger, great to see you. Russ, great to have you in class today. Sheila, thanks for joining. Shell, great to have you. Steve, great to see you. Sylvia, thanks for joining. Thomas, great to have you. Urban, thanks for joining today. Vicky, thank you for being here. Yvette, thanks for joining. Zandra, great to have you. And Ed, thanks for joining. Have a great, successful, productive day, guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Recording stopped.
Those of you on social media, thank you so much for tuning in today. Appreciate you guys being here. Edie, thanks for joining. Wayne, great to have you. Keith, thanks for joining on the social media. And everyone else that joined, thanks for joining. Have a great day. Talk to you.